So a lot of you may remember this, some of you may not. This was the original Honda powered Bug chassis. It's been sitting on the wall for a long time because I haven't had the heart to cut it up. I am never gonna do anything with this chassis. A lot of people have said, oh, sell it to me, sell it to me. No. I think personally it's dangerous. I think the way, it looks pretty strong to some of you. To others, you might be, what on earth have you done? I personally think it's unsafe, and I don't want to be liable for anyone buying this and then something I did 5 years ago breaks and then it's on them. I mean, there's a lot. The steering rack is welded in place. This was the first real crazy thing we did, and proof of concept was there. It worked, it made power, it ran, it drove. It felt really unstable. I didn't like it, and then this setup just gave me nightmares. So I've kind of butchered this tube, right? I mean, I've cut holes out and then the rear is chopped off, and I don't think it can really be used by another Volkswagen enthusiast. The inside is rusted pretty good. The pans are brand new, or were brand new before it sat against the wall. So what I'm gonna do, because down the road, this is way down the road, but I want to do a Bug on an S10 chassis. The wheelbase is only like 2 or 3 inches off, and so basically this is getting way ahead of myself, but I want to keep the floor pans and I want to keep this. What I want to do is cut the top of this off so that I can lay it against the wall and it'll be perfectly flat. So the hard part is going to be cutting the rest of this off. I know that's going to break some of your hearts. Like I said, I don't think it's safe. I'm not going to be liable for someone using it, but we got some good stuff. This pedal assembly was brand new, so I could probably get some money for that. This is an electric water pump, which is in perfect working condition, so we'll save that. I got coilovers on the rear I could probably sell, and then we'll have another set of wheels and tires. These are actually pretty decent, I think. I like these, not bad for what they are. The amount of effort that it took to break that apart made me realize that although my welds have gotten to look prettier, they have always been pretty freaking strong. So got it 90% of the way apart. Just got some lines right there. Goodbye, old Miata kart turbo setup. All of those wheels and tires are mine. I think that entire first stack is just for the truck. So I don't access those a whole lot, so it makes not a whole lot of sense for them to be at the front of the garage door. So I think what I'm gonna do is clean up this corner a little bit more. Since this corner is also kind of useless as far as actual workspace, might as well use it for useless storage. Look, a full rainbow. Send it. I think thicker material, and actually mount it. There's a hole up on that I-beam on that side,
Yeah.
and then do some quick little hook in the center so it pulls it up. And then
the idea is there though.
Yeah, cut down some of that. Yeah, I mean, at least, I mean, all we got to do is zip tie a different plastic to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those tarps, you can have holes.
Yeah, they've got those good fastener holes.
Yeah, I mean, there's metal around it, so
Yeah.
it'll.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how big of a tarp to make.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they make 20 feet by 10. You will have to,
Hold it tight,
okay.
or a little tighter.
230, well, it's like 236 inches.
Okay.
About 20 feet, no, 20 feet would be, yeah, 20 by 10 would be.
What's 230?
236.
Oh yeah,
is
so
4.
20 foot.
Yeah.
And then you said that wasn't even 10 feet?
That one, no, it wasn't even 9.
Oh.
So 20 by.
That'd be perfect, because yeah, then those fasteners would be good for these little those little metal grommet things. Well, if it I mean, this is gonna be, in theory, it's gonna be up like that for 3 days.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna work my butt off, and then
it,
we'll see. I mean, it'll depend how many pieces I actually get, but if I can do normal prep and prime day 1, and then paint and dip the next day, and then clear everything on day 3.
then it's 3 days out of the
That's
month.
it. Yeah. So that's, and then that comes off. Oh, I didn't show them that. We just zip tied this to a piece of metal, and there's a little cotter pin right there, so that just pops off, and then it goes back to being a bug hoist. Yeah, so thicker material to tie up the middle, and then we're going to reuse my old setup with that Harbor Freight blower and shoot it out there with some filtration. That is massive. Like, he is not scared at all. And he's massive. I want to see what your wings look like, bud. Look at that, man. That's like a small mouse. Huge. All right, new day at the shop. So I bought 500 zip ties because we were running low. And last time I bought 500 zip ties, it lasted me a long time. Got this little chain, I'll show you what that's for. Got this little thing, I'll show you what that's for. And then this is a 16 by 20 foot tarp, because they didn't have 10 by 20. So we're gonna have a little extra on the bottom, which I have a plan for, which I will show you. Be a good time to point out that while I'm very open to constructive criticism, if you don't like this, I don't care. This is massive. Okay, as simple of a task as this is, it has been proving to be a little tricky. But I found these, and they fit right on this I-beam, just like that, through the hole, and then like that. And that keeps it, and that's a pretty tight gap. I'm going to pull the excess up on the other side, poke a couple holes and just zip tie it, and then the chain idea didn't work out. I was planning on using that up there to fasten it to the side. Ended up just using this method, which may or may not last. It's under a little bit of tension, but I think that's because I zip tied that to make it tight. So I think once I put the rest of these up, it'll take some tension off of that. Gotta probably work on the cleanup aspect of it, but basically bungee cord, grab a little piece of metal, hook like such, and then go around on that little chair there and put all the hooks up there, pretty tight seal, and then over here will be a nice little, you can easily flap that open and get through. Cool, never done any sort of curtain system before. For now, that's what I'm gonna use. So that's basically what we got. And we'll have just enough of a gap to let the air come through. Oh, that's not terrible. We'll have this entire back area to be dusty and dirty, and then it'll be nice and easy to sweep, wet the floors, make a nice little temporary spray room. It is going to be tight fitting all of the cars on this side. My plan was, because in theory this is going to be for 3 to 4 days at a time, once a month. So if I put the bug body back on the MR2 and then swing it that way and then back the Jeep in, we should be able to fit both of them. But that's the benefit of it just folding up, is we only have to do that once a month. I mean, if it's nice enough outside, I'll just push one of them out. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It'll work for now. If you guys have improvements for me to do, let me know. I think that's a wrap. Shop is way cleaner. Lots of extra room. Obviously I need to sweep again, but you get the idea. This wall is nice and open. Still got to figure out what I'm doing right here. Most of that's trash. I don't know where I'm putting that yet. But that literally took 3 minutes to fold that up. Takes just as long to open it back up, so that's cool. Got a lot of stuff cleaned up in this room. You guys don't see this room very often, but I made room on these 2 shelves. I'm gonna lay paper down on those, and that's where I'll put all the parts for Earth Roamer while they're waiting to be picked up. And I don't know if I'm gonna change anything else, but that's basically what my train of thought was there. I got this Evo valve cover I gotta get going on. Well, I get the parts on Monday, so this is probably about when you guys are watching this video. So by the time you watch this, I will be under a heavy workload, but I'm really excited. Okay, so I need axles for this. You guys bought so many dang license plate covers, I mean black rectangles, that I have enough money to buy K-Pro and injectors, which I set that money aside specifically for, and that is not getting spent for anything other than K-Pro and injectors. So in this, I have I need axles, I have brakes, shift linkages hooked up, a couple little things on the plumbing. I'm gonna order a MR2 radiator so we don't have to mess with any weird retrofitting. And basically this should run and drive. So now that this is underway, we're gonna have a little bit of extra money. Hopefully, that's the plan. If I budget everything correctly, we should be able to move on this a lot faster and on the Jeep a lot faster. Soon I will show you the wheels that I got for them. They are these guys right here. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw one of them on the car. They are -50 and -70 offset. I have to find the right tires before I show you guys them on the car, but they do clear the tub. They poke past completely. So excited about that. Got to make sure I like how they look. But we should, with this new contract and your guys' support, should be able to move a lot faster on these cars. So that and this are going to be the main priority for the next month. I'm going to work as hard as I can with you guys' help and support. I think we can pull it off. Also, I don't know if our comments have just dropped down, but YouTube has changed where the comments are. So right when you go below the video, that's where the comments are. So if you guys are lost, find them, comment them, tell me how much stupidity I'm doing. Tell me what you think, if I should change anything on that, if there's any improvements I could make. It'll do the job, and then the swamp cooler and my old filtration system I think are going to work fine. I've got a lot of work ahead of me, but it's all good work, and I'm really excited. So thank you guys for your continuous support, and we'll see you as soon as I can. It's going to be busy, but we'll see you soon. I promise.